First of all, we're going to create the rubric for our assignment. Ideally, this will be a standard rubric which we can use multiple times throughout the course of our class so that students can see issues they're struggling with and how their work develops over time. If you have a rubric in mind already, you will want to have that handy so that you can work on making it a digital rubric. Otherwise, you can just play around. You will also want a list of student names and IDs that only they know or random numbers that you will give them. I have a list of names I generated using a random name generator, and I've added a random ID number to each one. This number will help make sure that students can't access one another's data without their knowledge or permission, kind of like a password. I'm also going to add my name and a simple number to the list for testing purposes and so that my students will have a placeholder later on. Now I'm going to go back to Drive and I'm going to create a new Google form. Now I suggest doing this under the domain that your students use to avoid any sharing issues that might arise. Here you're going to title your rubric whatever you want to see it in the future. Of course, this is all editable later on. And then your first question is going to be your student's name. We're going to select the drop-down. The reason that we're using a drop-down question is because it's going to make our form appear shorter in the long run, and it's going to save us some space in our visual. So now I'm going to go back to my student list, and I'm going to select all of these names. And I'm going to copy, so Control-C, or you can use the right-click option. I'm going to go back to my form, and here under Option, I'm going to paste. There we go. You're going to see a number for each one. That's not going to stay on the question later on. When I go up to my untitled form area up here, once I click on it, it's going to automatically populate with the title I've already given it. So that's our first step, and I'll see you in a minute with our second step.